Good afternoon, my name is Gary Edwards, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm from Southampton Advice and Representation Centre. I've come up to Southampton not to talk about the Titanic Museum, which they've decided is a priority, but to talk about our service. We're 30 years old, we offer advice and representation on welfare benefits and employment law. We're members of Advice UK. I've spoken to you on the phone recently. And we do work quite closely with the CAB, but I think there's some valid points. CAB are big players, but they're not the only players. Effectively, how we work with the CAB is any cases that require reviews or appeals, they refer to us for the representation at the tribunals. So this year, we have a Tory council, we had a 5% cut last year, and it's almost like salami slicing, because it's these death of 1,000 cuts is what we were worried about. But what they came up this time was a big cut. They proposed a 31% cut in our funding. As I said, we've been there for 30 years. We have diversified. We do have other areas of funding, but often the core funding can be used as leverage to get other items in. So we did mount a bit of a campaign. We have a cabinet meeting on Monday. My colleague came up with a slogan, and our slogan was "It's the wrong cut, it's the wrong time, and hurting the wrong people." And we demonstrated that by bringing quite a few of our clients to the meeting. And I have to say, I think we frankly shamed them into giving a little bit back. The cut, instead of £67,000 this year, it's going to be £47,000. So that's a massive cut. They give you no notice. That's disrespectful. Our local council are considering the challenge in Birmingham, and they're going to tell us what the notice we're going to get no earlier than the 23rd of March. Now, this funding is from the 1st of April. So at the moment, we've had to scrub clients out. We're all under notice because as a team, we've decided we're not going to have redundancies, we're going to take a 20% salary job. So we will be working on a 4-day service at some point when the notice period ends. So that will mean that we won't be able to provide the service that we do. We've seen an increase of 10% each over the last 3 years. We've also seen a change in the demographic of our clients. And I'm sure you've all seen that. We've seen lots more white-collar workers, middle management clients, certainly in the employment field, than we had before. So we really are up against it. So we're getting a just over 20% cut, because we did manage to get a little bit back, when the demand is up 30% in 3 years. So it's going to be really difficult for us. Now, one of the things we did look at, and I'm sure Cameron has talked about it, is something called the Transition Fund. I don't know if any of you looked at that. Yeah. Now that is absolutely ridiculous. We applied to that because we thought we might be in a redundancy situation. We are effectively, but we've shared it amongst our 7 staff. And the crazy thing about that is there's no revenue funding. They won't pay anything for revenue to keep the service on that you actually do. I think the idea is big society would be done for free by volunteers. That's what the Transition Fund is all around. And the crazy thing is, we don't know what's happening from the 1st of April. Our application to the Transition Fund will tell us on the 21st of May how we go on. Absolutely ridiculous. So that's an absolute red herring, the Transition Fund. So I think that's about it really. But when you're in Southampton, come to the Titanic Museum. It is much more